I was asked to come out and inspect a very large tulip tree, Liriodendron tulipifera, in the front of this person's house. The client said that they were concerned there might be some decay problems at the base of the tree. My name is Blair Glenn, and I am an ISA certified arborist. Close inspection showed some oozing and some weakness, a little bit of separation in the bark. And when I pulled back some of the rocks, you could see some very dark discoloration, which indicated to me that there was possibly some root decay. It also had a bit of an alcohol smell, which indicates that the wood is fermenting. So I prodded just a little bit, and it was indeed very decayed. It was much worse than I anticipated. It spread up to about 24 inches along the base of the tree, and the bark just peeled off. I put my knife there, and it just came off in big sheets. It was a very, very moist, very fluid type of decay. It was almost like a slime flux, and the bark was just very, very soft. I worked right up to where I was getting just a little bit of healthy tissue and decided to stop cutting any further. I was careful to inform the client before I did any excavating of the bark that what I was doing was not damaging the tree, but it was important to take the bark off so that I can better evaluate the extent of the decay in the roots. He was quite concerned that this tree would fall down. I also told him that it was going to look quite ugly, but his concern towards safety was much stronger than his concern for appearance. Now, if you look at this picture closely, you can see that there is some discoloration at the top of the area that I'm excavating, and this decay does spread under the bark further up the tree. There was also another area off on the other side, and you can see it's very hard to tell that there's anything going on, but if I'd put my knife in these cracks, this would come off just like the front. So sadly, after taking off this small pocket of decay, the tree is a little bit unsightly, and the next obvious question is, what was causing this problem? Well, my first observation was that there are two rainbird style sprinklers in the front yard that are hitting the trunk, and they've been hitting the trunk for a long, long time. Now, most trees won't tolerate being wet and dry, especially during the summertime. In the wintertime, it's not such a big deal, but you shouldn't be sprinkling anyhow. Now, the damage to the base of the tree is rather extensive. About 1/3 of this tree's trunk has been compromised, and I instructed the homeowner that the next step is to excavate to better determine just how much of the root system is impacted. We may find that the roots are all soft and spongy, and if that was the case, then even though the tree is leafing out, we would make the safety call to remove the tree. We have to look underground, look deeper. Once again, my name is Blair Glenn. Thanks for taking the time to view this presentation.